Stop 12 was to Georgia and the Pickets Mill Battlefield Historical Site. Georgia was a huge letdown for a variety of reasons, so this will be a quick episode. First of all, a lot of the footage that we had in Georgia was on Ryan's phone, and unfortunately Ryan's phone was destroyed in an upcoming stop. So we did not have a lot of video. Well, we had a lot of video, but we don't have it now. And also, Pickets Mill Historical Battlefield, which is a Civil War battlefield, as many of you correctly guessed in the preview video, was closed on the day that we arrived. That doesn't mean we can't talk about the Battle of Pickets Mill, though. What you're currently looking at is a road that we took to get there. It's way out in the boonies. But Pickets Mill, not necessarily a major Civil War battle. It was fought in May of 1864. It was one of the few Confederate victories in Sherman's march to Atlanta, and then eventually to the Atlantic. By the 1864, the war, it was very clear who was going to be the victor. It was just a matter of how long would it take for the Confederacy to surrender. So actually, Sherman, who was the leader of the Union troops at the Battle of Pickets Mill, and most of the Union's actions deep in the South, especially the Atlantic campaign and the March to the Sea, as it's known. That's what I want to talk about for this episode. Pickets Mill is one of the few times that the Union was defeated in that march. But what was it that was sort of controversial or also extraordinary? And there's a lot of particular answers that you could have here for or of Sherman's march to the sea or march to the Atlantic campaign. So what was extraordinary about that, or what was particularly incredible about it? And that's a broad question with probably a lot of answers, so I'm curious to see what you have to say there. Sorry for the lack of video. Continue watching for a response video in future videos.
We bring the Jubilee, hurrah, hurrah, a flag that makes you free. So we sing the chorus from Atlanta to the sea, while